Hey, everybody. This is Mother Teresa here, coming to you from Caldwell Manor for our grandstanding. And so I just want to welcome everyone that has tuned in on tonight. As always, I thank you for being a faithful participant or follower or listener. And so I welcome you on tonight. And on tonight, as we are grandstanding, if you all remember, I'm just going to jump right into our subject on tonight. But as you all recall, on last week, I mentioned that we were going to revisit a conversation that I had with my granddaughter. And so, for the new listeners, if we have any new listeners, welcome again. But I just want you to know that typically what we do is when we are grandstanding, we are talking about the things that have either happened in my life, or it's just a subject that I wanted to share with you, or it's information coming from conversation from a mother's heart. And so I wanted to share with you all a conversation that I had from a grandmother's heart. And so in the conversation that I had, and hello again, everybody that's coming in, I'll try to shout you out if I can see your information. I'm going to try to get to where I can see everybody's information that's on here, so I can definitely shout you out, because I definitely want you to know how much I really appreciate you listening to me and joining me on tonight. So the shout out or the conversation that I had was with my oldest daughter, granddaughter, Shekinah. And basically what Shekinah was doing, she had spent a little bit of time over here with us. And so she was asking about my bedroom set. And so when I was, sharing with her, it made me think about one of the chapters that's in Conversations from a Mother's Heart. And you may say, well, Miss Caldwell, not everything in your life you can tie it back to a chapter in the book. Pretty much I can. When you are the author of something, typically you write about the things that are interesting or a part of your life. And that's exactly what the case is for Conversations from a Mother's Heart, and some of the topics that are part of the book. So let's talk about it. We started talking when I first came live, and I was sharing you the information that was part of the book. And one of the things that we talked a lot about family, and we talked about home, and we just talked about those types of things. So that's going to be no different on tonight. We're going to talk about home and household tips. Now, Conversations from a Mother's Heart, conversations from even a father's heart, you're going to eventually talk about the things that you do at home and some of the household tips that you can offer. And then also of course, they like to call them hacks. Now, we used to call them tips and strategies, but now it's become a hack. So if you have any household hacks that you want to share about, I'm going to share a couple on tonight while we're here, and so we're gonna talk about that. Now my thing just popped up. It said bring them on video. So if I knew how to do that, I most definitely would. But I don't know yet how to bring anybody on. And of course, if you listened last week, you know that I was talking to my sister about bringing her on live with me, and I'm still working on it, you all. And I know she's probably on here on tonight. Her and my mom are probably on. So we're still working on it, okay? And if we can get it all figured out, I most definitely will do that. I'm also, excuse me for looking over, what I'm trying to do is find out if I can see the names of the people who are live with me on tonight. Now, I show a couple of people on my device that I'm using, but I can't see it on my other device. So I don't know. I don't know who's all on here with me tonight. But let's see. We'll figure it out. Maybe my one of my electronics need to just kind of repopulate. So the conversation that I was having with Shekinah, was that when she was helping me to straighten up my bed and everything, and she said, "Mommy, how old is this bed?" And I kind of laughed because I remember when we purchased the furniture that we have in our bedrooms, and it was right after we had finished building our home in 1995. And so, and when we finished building our home, that was one of the things that we wanted was a new bedroom set. Now, if you can remember the old bedroom sets that came out about, well, quite some time ago, it was like the Paul Bunyan style. And I absolutely loved that style of a bed and the bedroom furniture that went along with it. So that was what we purchased. So if you can recall, and I know I'm dating myself, I have no shame when I say I'm 60 years old, but the Paul Bunyan style bed, if you can recall, it was like the big wooden post, and it was like a four poster bed, but the posts were huge. And so, and of course it's a king size bed. So it's got the four big posts on it. And then of course you have your dresser and your, the nightstands and the mirror and the other dresser that goes along with that. I think the other one is called like a chest of drawers. And so all of that furniture. And I kind of laughed when she asked me that because I was thinking, our furniture is about 30 years old, or it will be 30 years old on next year. And you heard me correctly. I did say 30. We have had our bedroom furniture and it still looks good. I mean, it still looks very nice for 30 years. I didn't say my mattress. I said the bedroom set, but it still looks great. And I was sharing with my granddaughter, I said, not only is that set about 30 years old, I said, but the furniture in like two of at least one for sure of the guest bedrooms, furniture is about that old as well. And I said, and the reason why it has lasted so long is because back then, they really used wood to make furniture and not this particle board type stuff. So we kind of got a kick when I told her that because, of course, the furniture is older than she is. So, but anyway, so how does this tie into what I wanted to talk about? Chapter 6 talks about home and household tips. And so it just kind of reminded me of the things when we're talking about home and actually what makes a home be able to function well. What are the things that you do in your household that may be a little bit different to you? And also, what part of your house is the most special part of your house? You know, what do you have a favorite place in your home where you can go and steal away to when you just need to just be by yourself and you don't want to be bothered with no one else? Where do you go in your home? And I hope that each one of us, each one of the ones that are listening on tonight, I hope you have a special place in your house, because your house is supposed to be your place of comfort, your place that you can actually retreat to. And so if that is the case, you need to create a welcoming environment. You need to create an environment that welcomes you to be a part, to be there, someplace that's comfortable, furniture. Sometimes you go to people's house, and hey, just in case you hadn't noticed my shirt that I have on tonight, it does say Grandstanding with Mother Teresa. Yes, it does. So, getting back to, places in your homes, or sometimes people have homes and it's not necessarily a place of comfort, or the furniture is not warm and inviting. If you can remember back in our going to maybe some of our grandmother's houses, or some of the, maybe a friend or somebody's house, and they had the plastic on the couches. And so when you sit down, it was just like you heard that noise. That furniture really was not to be sat on. And so that was just kind of for show. So when you think about creating a place of comfort, are you comfortable sitting on that plastic? Were you comfortable sitting on that plastic back then? And if you were not, I hope that you have created special places in your home. So that, and that's how it kind of tied back to, my bedroom is definitely a place that I feel comfortable in. I've got a cozy recliner in there, a comfortable bed. So that's a place of comfort. So one of the prompts in the journal is to describe your favorite room in your home and why is it special to you. So I know that I can probably ask some of you all in the chat that I cannot see on tonight for some reason. Put in the chat, what is your favorite place? What's your place at your home where you are comfortable, where it's special, your special place to retreat to? So tell me, what place is that in your home that you like to retreat to? And put it in the chat. I think I can see it now. So put it in the chat and let me know where's your special place. Okay, I see my mom and I see my sister. Yes, thank you so much for being here. I can finally see the people who are here. All right, so where's your special place? Describe your favorite room, and then tell me why it is your favorite room. Is it your favorite room because you have all of your favorite colors in there? Or is it your favorite place because you have comfortable furniture in there? Is it your favorite place because you have your favorite chair, your recliner or your straight chair that you can sit comfortably in and maybe go through the mail or read the newspaper or study your Bible? Where is that favorite place that you like to be? Tell me about your favorite place and tell me why is it special to you. And then another thing, while you're doing that and people are putting things into the chat, another question or another prompt that the journal has, it says share a useful household tip or hack that you have learned. And I can tell you that one, and I think I shared this quite some time ago when we were talking about something about family. And when I was raising my girls, one of the things and the tricks that, or some would call it a hack now, that we used in order to get our home cleaned up in quick, fast, and in a hurry. And so what we would utilize, we call them our 10-minute drills. And in the 10-minute drills, basically what we did is we gave ourselves 10 minutes to try to clean up whatever space that you were assigned to, whether it was the girls' bedrooms, or if it was their kitchen, or if it was me trying to get the living room or the family room or the den or whatever in order, or it was maybe my bedroom and bathroom. But what we had, everybody only had 10 minutes. And basically what we would do is we would take those 10 minutes and we would, set a timer, or just knew, okay, all right, it's time to get started. We've got 10 minutes, and then we would stop. Okay. So one of the things that we would do is those 10-minute drills. And let me just tell you, it worked, because we could have the majority of our house cleaned up, or at least looking very presentable, in 10 minutes. And, and sometimes, on Saturdays, especially when we were younger and I had a younger family, we would take almost the entire Saturday. We would take the entire Saturday. And what we would do, thank you, I finally got it up. My husband is coming in to help me, but I see, yes, I see it. It just kind of checked out for a little bit. Hey, you all, something looks like is going on with my internet tonight. So if it goes off, don't get off. Just stay with me, okay? It kind of spinned a little bit, but it came back. Thank you so much, Tanya. I see what you said. Look at this beautiful family on here. And hello to all, especially to Aunt Eveline. Mama, this is coming from Pop's daughter, Tanya. And Tanya, I have your book. Matter of fact, your book and your stuff is right here. I just need to put it in the mail, and I just haven't made it to the post office. But here's your stuff right here, Tanya. It's coming to you. Going back to what I was saying about the 10-minute drill, we would get our house pretty much completely done to where it was a state that if we had company to come over, it looked presentable and it was nice. And so we would do that a couple of times, you know, during the course of the week, you know, to make sure that we were keeping our house clean and everything like that. All right, Miracle, I see that you're there. I am so glad. That's my beautiful niece, Miracle, who's always on with us, and Miracle comes on and she listens. And so I thank you, Miracle. Get some of my other nieces to join in with you. But thank you, Miracle. Miracle is almost here almost every week as well. And so, Miracle, this is a good thing that you can do with your boys. And even Nyla, because, you know, she's grown enough now where the kids can actually do their chores in about 10 minutes. So, you know, if you have kids that are not necessarily wanting to do their chores, because, you know, as a young person, who wants to do chores? You would much rather be, I almost said outside, playing, but kids don't go outside and play a lot like they used to. They really don't. They like to play with their video games and watch TV and text and do all of that stuff. But they don't play outside. I'm not gonna say all, but a lot of times you don't see kids playing outside the way they used to. But Miracle, this is a great way to have your kids to get their chores done. And it's not like it's a long period of time, because like in 10 minutes, listen, let's get as much as we can get done in 10 minutes and then move on. And that's it. And you don't pester them about, well, hey, you didn't do a good job. You know, it was really almost like a race in our house to see who could get done the most within that 10 minutes. And so the girls were probably competing against each other, but it was just a good way for us to do something that I knew that we had to do. So that's definitely a useful hack. Another useful hack that I don't use as much as I used to when my girls were younger is making sure that you're using like your crock pot. I can't tell you all the last time I used my crock pot, but I used to would take like whatever meal that we were going to be having for the day. I would either put it on like that morning before I left going to work. And usually that's what I would do. I was put it on there, and it would be something, of course, like for either a roast or some type of stew or just whatever that I was preparing. It may be red beans and rice, but those are things that you can put in the crock pot, and you can have that cooking during the course of the day. And then when you come home, dinner is ready. So I consider that as a hack. Hold on for just a second. So what are some things that you've done? What are some things that you do as a family? Yes, ma'am. Okay. Oh, I am Xavier football. Oh, and tuned in. Okay. Yes, thank you. Yes, tell Monique she should listen. Miracle's at the football game, y'all, and she is listening to her Aunt Teresa. Thank you so much, Miracle. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yes, this is how we grow the platform, you all. So thank you, Miracle, for listening, even at the football game. And I was telling my husband when I got home, first of all, I was trying to figure out what we were going to have for dinner. So we have some leftovers, so he'll add some protein to it, and then we'll have dinner. But I was rushing in, and I was telling him, I said, this has been such a busy day. And so I can understand that when you are thinking about home and household tips, listen, you've got to figure out some ways that you can make it easier for you when you come home in the evening time. Because one of the things that we do know is that in the evening time, first of all, We've worked all day, so you're probably tired. What do you want to do? You want to take a bath, you want to eat dinner, maybe watch a little bit of TV and go to bed. If you're like me, that's what I'm thinking about. I don't know. It seems like I'm losing my breath, my voice. Again, like I said, it's been a busy day. We've had lots going on in the goose. So one last thing before I am leaving for tonight is how can you make your home more welcoming and comfortable, not only for you, but for the people that are coming to visit you. Now, think about this. We are getting ready for the holiday season. And a lot of times people want to have parties. They may want to have guests that are coming over to their homes for like a gathering or something like this. Let me sit up so you all can see this shirt that I am wearing. Maybe I need to, do I need to pull it down so you can see it a little bit? Okay, so going back to what I was saying about having guests that are coming to your home. And so if you are having guests, if you're inviting people to come over for like holiday parties and different things like that, please make sure that your home is welcoming. Please make sure that you put out some little extra things to make them feel welcome. And sometimes that can be just as simple as a candle that smells good, a candle that's inviting, a candle that, you know, makes it almost smell like you're walking into almost like a bakery. Some of the candles that they have where they smell like homemade cookies, or it may smell like, you know, the fall, or different things like that, different scents, different aromas. They can be inviting. Cinnamon is a inviting fragrance, and just different things like that. So it's something could be as simple as a candle, but it also just makes sure that the atmosphere, and I think that's more about what it is, because you can live in or have not made any accommodations. And, you know, it could be the house that you have the plastic on the furniture. But if you make them feel invited and welcome, then that's what we want. You know, that's what we want. Oh, my goodness. Hello there, Erica. Erica, y'all, I'm getting excited because Erica was one of my student wellness interventionists, and she just joined in, and she was blessed to be able to find a counseling position that was closer to her home. And so she accepted that next phase of her journey. We wished her well, but just know, Erica, you are sorely missed, young lady. So thank you for joining in. Thank you. You have to come back with me on next Tuesday at 7 o'clock. I'm getting ready to wrap up, but I'm glad that you were able to catch us. But going back to making sure your home is welcome, listen, you all, there's not a whole lot that you have to do, but you have to do it intentionally. You've got to be intentional about setting, again, the atmosphere. And whether that atmosphere is set by your... Okay, hold on. The other thing that you can do is to... oh, it's showing me that I'm not live. I don't know what's going on. Like I said, I think I'm having internet issues. Thank you, Erica. Thank you so much. One of the other things that I was saying is just make sure that your home is welcoming. Just make sure that you are welcoming people. If you expect them to come to your home, and if you expect them to come to party with you, you want to make sure that they're welcome. And even if you're not doing anything to invite other people to your home, just make sure that the environment is welcoming and inviting to you. You know, who wants to go into a place where it feels cold and you just don't feel like, you just can't get comfortable. You can't find a good chair to sit in. The couch is uncomfortable. It's too hot or it's too cold. So take a little bit of time and make sure that you are creating a welcoming space. All right, everybody, this has been Mother Teresa grandstanding with you all on a Tuesday night. Again, like I said, I came in, just kind of rushed a little bit, but I'm so glad that you all were here with me on tonight. I want to say, please always come back and be a part of the grandstanding. Also, please, if you haven't liked or not liked, but subscribed to my YouTube channel, please go and do that. There's a lots of different things that are there that may not necessarily be here, and vice versa. So just go into the different platforms. I'm trying to make sure that I am on lots of different platforms so that people are getting the message. And again, my message is of hope and encouragement. If I could just give you a little bit of encouragement along the way, then I feel like that's what I'm supposed to be doing. So thank you all. I'm trying to find my wrap-up music. And as soon as I find my wrap-up music, then we will be ending Grandstanding with Mother Teresa for this Tuesday night. But we will be back if everything goes well and there's no hiccups along the way. Then I will be back on next Tuesday night. When I am not able to come on, I try to give you all a heads up. But sometimes things are outside of my control and I'm not able to do that. But I try to give you all a heads up if I feel like I'm not going to be able to grandstand with you all on tonight. I found my music. So thank you all again for grandstanding with Mother Teresa. If this is your first time, don't be a stranger. Bring somebody back with you for next Tuesday. And for all of my supporters that are here every Tuesday night when I am on, again, I thank you, thank you, thank you. And I know my sister is saying, good night, grandstanders. So good night, everybody, and we will see you on the next time. Everybody have a good night. Bye-bye.